Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. So have you been procrastinating or have you been distracted with regard to your decluttering? So tonight I want to talk about a no excuse guide for decluttering and staying on track. So at the beginning of the year, it was at the beginning of 2022, maybe you promised yourself that this was the year that you were going to finally get decluttered and organized and you were finally going to make it happen. So here it is now, 2/2/22. Almost 2 months have passed and maybe you're still struggling with all of that clutter. You're overwhelmed because clutter just continues to pile up. It seems like there's no end in sight to the streams of paperwork, the clutter from the unfinished projects that you might have, or unread books and articles that might be sitting on your nightstand. And it's taking a toll. So you're distracted. You maybe lack the ability to focus, and the impact is that you are no longer productive, and that the lack of focus is really starting to impact your life and your work life. So you've been procrastinating, putting it off, dealing with clutter because you can't decide where to put it, so you just leave it out, adding to the clutter. And you've started to judge yourself because you feel like you've lost control of your life, you lost confidence that you can even do this, and sometimes you feel like a failure. So you're not alone for sure. So the bottom line is this, it's exhausting, and you really have just had it. So right now, you just want to dig out from underneath all of that clutter that's weighing you down so you can get your life back. You just want to know how to stop procrastinating and make decluttering a priority in your life so it can get done. But first, it's always helpful to understand the connection between clutter and procrastinating. So procrastinating, when you think about it, is simply delayed decisions or deferred decisions. So clutter is just one of those results of not making a decision. So if you think about it, the clothes that you left on your chair, you didn't put in the laundry, you just chose not to do it, and you delayed that decision. Or the corporate clothes that are still in your closet after having retired over 2 years ago, or those unopened boxes in the basement or the garage that you stored down there for a short while until you could get to it, and that now is over a couple of years. So each of these delayed decisions compounds the problems, creating a snowball effect, making that clutter feel like it's just never ending, making you feel uncomfortable in your very own home, and reminding us of the work that is never really done. So clutter is bad for our brains because our brains really are seeking and craving order. And clutter is that constant visual reminder of the chaos and the disorganization in our lives and actually in the world. So clutter causes overwhelm, stress, distraction, lack of focus, and lack of productivity. So not making decisions about clutter is what causes us to feel stuck. So while there's no magic bullet to clearing that clutter or a cure for clutter or all the emotions associated with it, there are some life-changing actions that you can take right now to start the process of letting go of the clutter that's weighing you down, and it's one item at a time. So I've created what I call the no excuse guide to conquering clutter, one room at a time, one item at a time, one decision at a time. So the first step is to decide what you want that particular room to do for you. And let's talk about your master bedroom. So what is your master bedroom for? What is the purpose of that room? So to sleep in it, to relax in it. It's an intimate space. It's for storing clothing. And then why is that elliptical sitting in your bedroom? So when you think about it, clutter is one of those items that just doesn't necessarily belong in that area. And so you might start to ask yourself, where does that elliptical belong? A second step is to decide to reduce items in that room to only what you need, use, and that matter to you. So if you were to start item by item, touch it, try it on, ask, will I need it? Will I use it? Does it fit? And does it belong here? If not, where does it belong? And then the third step in that category is to decide. So do you keep it? Do you donate it? Do you dispose of it? And remember, the caveat is only the things that you want, need, or use and that matter. And the third step is to decide on a home for each item. So you can find it when you need it, all those items that you did decide to keep. And then the fourth step is to decide on a system that will help you stay organized and will help you stay on track so that you know where it is and that you can commit to putting it back each time so that you know you can find it. So these are the four life-changing steps. It's about deciding to decide. Don't let indecision weigh you down any longer. That emotional impact of making decisions, to let it go, is cathartic, it's empowering, and it's liberating. Again, this is Rita Wilkins, the Downsizing Designer. I hope that helps you. Know that this will show up on my website tomorrow as a blog. And as always, I love getting your feedback because it's your feedback that causes me to create content. And we're in a new month coming up, so I'm right now creating an editorial calendar for next month. And I would love to hear from you. Have a great night. Thanks.